there was an influencer.
Yeah.
She used to be one of those fitness models on a morning TV. When back in the day, people do fitness on the TV.
Yeah.
She was one of those. So my client worked with them, and they wanted to hire her to be influencer.
Yeah.
And she says, "I just want 15% of whatever we're gonna sell through my email."
Right.
And they're like, "Yeah, she's not gonna post on Instagram or Facebook. She's just gonna charge us commission on the email."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "How many emails the lady has?" 450,000.
What the hell?
Emails.
Damn.
Of her customers.
Yeah. If you sell it just $1 each.
She sent one email. With that one email, my customer paid her $1.3 million commission because they were selling sauna.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Out of her own database. And you know how she built this database? With these procedures, right? Like,
welcome to the Limitless CEO. Another day in paradise. Today we have Danny Starr. He's a great guy. I met this guy about 5-6 years ago. Social media influencer. He owns a company called Websites Depot, and he has over 100 employees. He's also international, man. He's a great guy. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank
Hi,
you.
everyone. I'm glad to be here with Jonathan, good client of mine, at his Limitless CEO podcast. Hi, everyone, for watching.
Yeah, no, well, I'm really excited, to be honest, man. I didn't know you were going to accept my invitation because I know you're a busy guy and you don't work on the weekends. You're always with your kids. You're a family guy. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm happy that you're here. And I wanted to ask you like a little bit about your background. I know you're not Mexican, so I just want to know a little bit about what you do, a little bit about your story and where you came from. Because all of a sudden you're all over the place. You know, you're even like in Mexico, right? I know. I spoke to your team, and they're like, "Oh yeah." I was speaking to Robert, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm in Querétaro." I'm like, "What are you doing there?" I mean, I think we opened an office over here. I'm like, how many offices do you have?
Right now we have 6 offices. You know, around the world. But my background is from, I come from Europe. So for me, expanding to the United States was like a dream.
Yeah.
And I took opportunity when I was there to come here. I was a marketing director for a finance corporation that was, expanding to the States. That was in 2001. And then when the 2008 crash happened, we kind of separated from that business, and I started my own marketing.
Right.
There's something my dad did in Europe. We are from like small town, like Carreras, but in Slovenia it's called Svenska Bistrica.
Yeah.
Small town. My dad was one of the publisher of a local newspaper.
Wow.
So like when, I was wanting to hang out with my dad, I got to be on a computer, back in the day, computers were rare, like, Cybertrucks now, not everybody had it.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
So it was like a Cybertruck, that Tesla, right?
It was unique. So I was, printing, designing, playing some PC games. Well, they were not even called video games yet. They were called PC games. That's how I, became like a nerd in the industry. And now we're
sorry to cut you off, but when did you started the social media thing? Because you went from 2000 to 2008, right? But before that, what got you into the social media industry?
I was a VP of marketing for the finance people.
Before 2000?
Before 2000, programming, right? I was thinking the people are not going to read news anymore, like newspaper,
right?
Or yellow pages.
You were thinking ahead.
I was thinking ahead. I was like, I like my dad's business, but I don't think this is going to sustain.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to wait for that business, I'm going to almost get nothing,
Yeah.
And, business is still running. My dad isn't part of the business, but I was like, okay, this must be the future in online. So I would start creating websites with my dad, like when he would, get an advertiser like your company, and you put an ad on the paper, and then my dad would say, "Hey, you want my son to make your website?"
Yeah, and that's how you were practicing.
Yeah, that was practicing. Creating website for anybody, all the handymans, auto repairs.
How much were you charging back then? Was this like in 1995 or something?
Yeah, this was like 1995, 6.
Bro, you look young.
Yeah.
1995. I'm like, damn.
That was like no.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't. I think it came with a business card.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it came with the website. Came with a business card.
Yeah.
Because some people didn't even know how to get to the website.
Right.
So we give them a business card, and I think I would charge like we didn't have euros at that time yet, so it was like 50 Deutschmarks.
Deutschmark. That's what it was called before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like $50, let's say.
Yeah.
In today's money, maybe it would be more converted, but yeah, it was very cheap because
$50 to do a website.
To do the website,
and you were doing all the programming. You were practicing the coding. But you studied for this or no, or just online, or how do you learn the coding, the websites?
I learned online.
Online, okay.
Yeah. With my dad had a worker that was graphic designer, and he wanted to learn. So he was trying to teach me, but then I outlearned him.
Yeah. You were teaching him. It was the opposite.
I was teaching him after a while. Yeah. He still designs till this day, and I think he became the owner of the company now. I think he's one of the owners of that newspaper that still runs.
It was a newspaper's company.
Yeah.
And now he's the owner of that company.
Yeah, he's owner of the company.
And he's still in where was this? Russia?
No. Yeah, like Slovenia. Yeah.
Slovenia. Yeah.
Slovenia, former Yugoslavia.
Okay. Nice. And then, so that got you into the social media industry. And then in 2000, you started working for this company.
Yeah. So one of my good friends, he got hired by Google.
Wow.
And he got a scholarship, everything, right? He was nerd. He was very good. He went to computer college. I went to the business and management college. So, I was like, wow, this is a dream. You go to America, you get a green card, you work for Google. So that drive me, and I met these guys that wanted to expand, and they needed somebody to help them, create their websites, do the Google advertising, and they chose me to be the one to help them expand the business from Europe to the States.
Wow.
They got me apartment, they got me car, they helped me with a green card, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, you had all the perks.
Yeah, all the perks.
Yeah, this is no brainer.
But we work like 18 hours a day. We because we still work for Europe, so. We work. I remember the first 2 years I was here.
Yeah.
I didn't have a sip of alcohol. No alcohol, no drinking, no partying.
You weren't drinking?
I do drink.
Yeah, no. But back then you weren't drinking.
2 years, I was like,
we're just sharp.
We're
focused,
a new country.
Yeah.
This is a mission.
Yeah.
We don't do it. I remember we were.
So you were working for Google?
No, I was working the Google ads for the finance people.
What was the company called?
It was called Global. GLC lenders, like global wide lender company.
Yeah, and they were like global.
They were global. They were more like a hard money loans. So they own back in 2004 when they were at their peak, maybe like 200 websites.
Wow.
Payday loan, get payday today, payday tomorrow, get loan on my, whatever loan you typed in Google, they had a website for it.
So you got hired for this position, and like you were like top on the ranks.
Yeah, so I was hired there. The owners were great. They were open minded for me to expand. And they motivate me to open the car dealerships.
Oh, wow.
So I opened the car dealerships in LA. It was called 5 Stars Car Dealers.
5-star car dealers?
Yeah.
And you partnered with them with this dealership? Or it was yours?
It was mine, but they were like silent investors. And then in 2008...
How does that go? Is it a good business or not?
At a certain point, it was good business.
Yeah,
I was so convinced. I'm a salesperson, right? I was convinced we can do things, right? Yeah. So we ended up with a lot of cars because the economy was not doing good.
Yeah.
So they have tracking devices in all the cars. They picked up all the cars. So we had on the lots hundreds of cars.
Yeah.
But nobody wanted to buy them because the economy was crashing.
Yeah.
So I was like,
this was back in 2008.
2008,
no. Yeah. I remember the market.
So I come up with the idea. I'm like, look, why don't we make like a free barbecue event at a dealership, right? And advertise on radio,
right?
And one owner was like, that sounds like a good idea, but do you think people will be drinking, eating, and buying cars? I was like, hell yeah,
yeah.
And you can ask Robert a question. That weekend was in Van Nuys.
But that's something different. That's what people want. Like, people don't want to see the same thing. When you see a barbecue, it's like, damn, and it's free food. Everybody wants free food.
Everybody wants free food.
Yeah, and then
everybody needs to eat, right?
Yeah. No, and if there's alcohol, yeah.
So that weekend we sold 120 cars.
Wow.
in 1
That
week.
weekend, like,
That one
like in a
weekend.
couple days.
Yeah.
Wow.
We had our ladies from the headquarters doing the paperwork,
Yeah.
printing out registrations for the new buyers. We had one guy that owned a restaurant doing catering and barbecuing for us right there. So it was pretty good. But then the economy, after they cashed those cars, we separated, and then I formatted Website Depot.
Wow. So you got, like, were you thinking about, like, starting this business, or it was just like something that happened because it crashed and everything was going down, and then you started that business?
Yeah, that was like for me like a transition business to accumulate some cash flow, and to maybe separate with my previous partnerships. Partnerships are tough to break, right?
Yeah.
I think it's easier to get divorced than to break the partnership.
Yeah.
So when we were doing to this separation, I had a dream to do something that I'm good at.
Mhm.
I was good at selling cars, but I wasn't good at fixing cars. So
Yeah.
when cars will break down and
Yeah.
customers will complain, and I like to be expert what I do. That
Yeah.
I know, like I can like a doctor is expert at health bodies, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So that
You
was
want to
my
be
goal.
the best at what you do.
What you do, yeah. So
Yeah.
I went back to my nerding marketing,
Yeah.
website building business.
You're a marketing nerd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
And I think that the dealership could be a very successful business, but I think if person that knows how to fix cars is the owner of the dealership, if you have a used car dealership, it's a
Yeah.
win-win situation, because then
Yeah.
you don't have to always rely on somebody's opinion.
Yeah, because it's a connected business, and you can always you already know the product, you know what to buy, you know what's like what it is, right? So if they tell you it's this, you can always be like, no, it's this. This goes like this and like that because you know about the thing. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and my daughter was born too, so that was one of the movements for me to maybe say, hey, now is the time to keep pursuing your dream.
Yeah. So how many kids do you have?
I have total 4.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're
I
all
have
over the place, like
all over the
me.
place. Like you, yeah. 4 kids.
Yeah.
I have my first 2 with my first relationship. There was a Salvadorian mom of my 2 firstborns, and
Nice.
now I'm with Mexican. We have one from before and one we made together.
Yeah, Mexicans are the best.
The best, yeah. I agree. Yeah, Mexican are the best. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So you started this company and you partnered with someone. This is when you started Website Depot.
Yes.
Yeah, and why do you name Website Depot? How do you come up with this name? May I ask?
I love Home Depot, right? Home Depot was for me like a store that anything you want to fix at home, any tools, and painting, anything you want to do, you go to Home Depot, right? So
Yeah.
I was thinking the easiest way for people to understand what we offer is everything Depot website, right? So if
Yeah.
you need website to be built, if you need, so that was my initial idea to be like, in every state, in every city,
Like Home Depot.
like
Yeah.
Home Depot. So
Yeah.
when business owners in Miami have issues, they come to Website Depot. When business owners in LA have issues, they come to Website Depot. We fix their website, fix their social media, generate their leads. But then the business started converting because I started business in 2010. So after 14 years running the business, I found out from the podcast, right, from other people that you know what, it sounds like you have a solution providing business.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
a solution provider. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, how do you mean? It's like businesses have a problems, they come to you and you give them the solution. So you're like a solution provider.
Yeah. You're the solutionist. Bro, I really like that name. Actually, I love that name because when I was searching, this was back in 2017, and I was in charge of finding the right company for marketing and getting attention in the social media. As we know, like we met you because we started that company, Just Right Painting. Like, we're the best. We're the Bugatti of the painting industry.
Yes,
the best of the best. But like, yeah, I am like, I was searching. There was like 10 companies. And I'm like, that name. I'm like, Home Depot. No, it's not Home Depot. It's Website Depot. And that's really catchy. So when I saw that name, you guys had like 100 reviews. I'm like, I spent like 10 hours just reading the reviews. So that's like literally like just, I went straight to the office and I spoke to Robert and I signed up. So it's important to have a good name.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I remember that day. Yeah.
Yeah.
When it came. Yeah.
So you started in 2008 and you started alone or you partnered with someone? How does that work?
I started with my brother. He was already with me in the States.
Yeah.
I invited him in 2006, before my child was born, to come. He had an intention to move.
Yeah.
So he helped me, with initial steps. He's programmer. He went to programming school.
Yeah.
So he's really good programmer. He's still with the company.
Yeah. What's his name?
Sasho.
Okay.
Sasho.
Yeah.
Robert was there from the beginning too.
As well.
Yeah, Robert was manager of one of my dealerships.
Oh, really? So you were already working together.
Yeah, we were working together. So he didn't want to stay in that business either, so he went with me. And there was one more guy, Nick. He was also a nerd. He was our IT camera guy for printers, anything for the dealerships and the finance company he was running for us. So those are the four Gumster I started the website with.
That's amazing, brother. I'm really amazed how you are able to like scale and do all these things. But tell me what are some of the services you guys provide in Websites Depot?
Primarily, our service right now, bread and butter, is digital marketing.
Yeah.
Right, where we basically get a monthly retainer from the business, and then we fulfill their digital marketing needs. So we work with marketing directors, usually from another from our customers firms like Hugo in your case.
Yeah.
And then we, whatever their team is not working on online, like back end programming, changing landing pages, doing A/B split test, Google advertising. This is what we handled. And then other things that we offer are photography, drone shoots, reputation management for the businesses, and SEO. SEO is a very strong, right, where people want to be organically positioned high. We do that with the SEO, and that's a little science that intrigues me, right? How you can manipulate pages and websites, and then Google all of a sudden start showing those ones higher up in the search engine. So that's bread and butter. Website building is more like a side business for us. It's a good entry level, right? Because a lot of businesses don't have a website, so they come to us, we build them a website. So we're good at that. I think we've built now in 14 years 2,000 websites or more.
Woo! That's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
And now the industry is, transitioning. As you know yourself, you're very strong in social too. There's a lot of AI, a lot of spam. So it's a constant changing, and this is good for me. Makes me feel younger.
Yeah, that was one of the questions I had. Like, what do you think about AI? Where is AI going? Is it going to be good for us? Is it going to be bad for us? And how can we use it? Like, how can we use it in a social media sense, in the social media platforms?
I think AI is going to be more good than bad for us. I believe. But if you look like really like far away, right? And you can think about it, how we are in wars and stuff, and the AI is gonna, take over the wars and start fighting. And it could do a lot of harm, I believe. But for the short time being, for us to get excited and see values in it, I think the AI is gonna treat people. Is gonna find, things that humans couldn't find, or the humans made mistakes. Specifically, let's say, if you look at AI, when they're doing the radio scans, right? And let's say you go from your doctor recommends you to radiology, you get your scans done, CAT scans done, but then depends on one reader. What if that guy has a bad day? What if
you can't rely on a mistake.
We can rely on him. He's looking at your readings like, hey, you know what, Jonathan, we need to replace your liver. He's like, what are you talking about?
No.
Now AI is doing that, and AI is going to be like, everything looks normal because AI is going to be trained to identify mistakes better. So I think it will be better in that scenario. With social media, I think the AI is gonna produce a lot of fake information, right? So right now, you see, like, we take a lot of pictures. We tell our photographers, take a lot of pictures. I want to see my customer eating, drinking, walking, selling, talking, everything. So I can brand them. I can advertise them, right? I work with a lot of attorneys, and, you need a lot of photos. But now you have an AI, you give them one picture. And then all of a sudden, you have 30 pictures.
Wow.
So It does look
That's
good.
amazing. Like
It's amazing, right?
and it's creepy at the same time.
It's
Like
creepy at the same time. So are people gonna like it? People not gonna like it? I think if you look at from Japanese history, right? Because
yeah,
in Japan AI is more developed and evolved. People are already falling in love in AI. There is
yeah,
this in the auto content section called AI.
yeah. And auto set, yeah,
Yeah, they have right now AI section, and
yeah,
for us nerds, we want to know if this is just advertising, if it's just like fake, or what is behind it. And when you
yeah,
look at the data, there's people visiting those categories more than any other categories because people
yeah.
want to see something new. Now, when you look at what happened to Taylor Swift or Bobby Lady with the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
when they had that fake content, right, of them naked and all that stuff,
Yeah,
more of that
that's
is
it.
coming,
Yeah,
and I don't think we can stop it. I think
yeah,
it's already too late, and um, what we can make better is make an AI
mm-hmm.
supervise its own AI. Say, you know what, this is original content.
Right.
Dan and Jonathan sat together in downtown LA and spoke on a podcast. There wasn't fake,
Yeah,
AI generated
yeah.
podcast.
That's crazy. How do you guys use AI in your company?
We use AI for few things. We are implementing AI in our company. Like specifically like proofreading,
Right.
making sure that there is no misspelling mistakes. We use AI for making sure that links are properly separated in a website, that they're not pointing to dark pages or pages that shut down, right? So
Yeah.
like before we would have manager supervise, right,
Yeah.
website. Then customer will be pushing us like, how you work on my website, how don't you know that this page that was built 5 years ago is not working? So
Yeah.
nobody's clicking on it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you think that
Yeah.
now we click on every page on the website every month,
Yeah.
it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, there must be solution to this, right? So
Yeah.
the AI checks.
So it is helping in a lot of the things. Yeah.
It is helping,
saving time.
Saving time. We try AI for generating the content, but you see, here is like that. We do, because I go with the flow with our policy and procedures, right?
Yeah.
So if my customer says I want AI content, then they get AI content.
Yeah.
I ask them, you want a ChatGPT free AI content? You want a paid ChatGPT content?
Yeah.
Or do you want something more robustic?
Yeah. But what's better, in your opinion?
I mean, you have a new softwares that are really, really good,
Yeah.
right, for generating content. I think better is a combination.
Combination, yeah.
I think that you show original. This is original, and look, this is AI generated. So
Yeah.
it gives people options, right? You can build website with the AI.
That's
right.
wow. Yeah.
But now, how good is their website, right? Is it going to outrank your competitors? Most likely not, right? It's going to be a cookie cutter. Yes, it's going to be a cookie cutter. It could be somebody having the same website like you.
Yeah.
They use the same AI to build it.
Yeah. So it's maybe just using it to help you out, but then you have to adjust, still put in the time. So it's just a supplement, basically.
Supplement,
That's what it is. What are some of the apps that you would recommend for AI?
I mean, I would recommend, ChatGPT. Everybody already heard and tried it out.
Yeah, because I heard this app called Bard. Is there anything else that is better than that?
Bard is basically the difference between Bard and ChatGPT. Primarily, is Bard is grabbing the data from Google, what ChatGPT is grabbing the data from Bing, like Microsoft.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is like a little bit different. So if you're searching on Yahoo and Bing, then ChatGPT is perfect for you. If you're more like a Google searcher guy and want more information, more robustic, then maybe you go with Google AI platform.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
for let's say for writing, for like writing articles or writing content, the number one right now is Jasper. Jasper is basically popular, for content creating. Is used by bigger agencies, the Website Depot, and I heard like under the records, 80% of the content you see online today is written by Jasper.
Jasper, yeah. Wow. And how do you stay so adaptable? Because I know social media is crazy. It's not like any other business. You got to stay on top of the game. If not, you stay behind. You keep growing or you die.
Yeah,
and then I
true.
always see you growing. You're always like expanding, doing more. How do you guys keep yourself so adaptable? I mean, you and your team. It's not only yourself. You have a bunch of people under you.
We keep hiring young people.
Yeah.
right?
The young people.
Young people.
Yeah.
The young people, they easier adapt to those new things.
Yeah.
And we have senior writers
Yeah.
that never use AI,
Yeah.
and they're really good.
Yeah.
Professional SEO train everything. But then we have newer writers that can write 10 times more,
Mm-hmm.
10 times faster, and adopt,
Yeah.
right? So now, what is the quality? You need both, right? Because some customers, they want everything unique and only to them. Right?
Yeah.
Some customers, they want a lot
Yeah.
and low price.
Yeah.
So that's how you get to there, with the young staff and with the adoption. And that helps us, connecting, talking to the customers, going to seminars, reading online, right? Like, to stay on top of your, niche, you have to look what competition is doing. Um, when the ChatGPT came out, for me was, it was just like the moment where public found out that there is other people than people writing for internet,
Yeah.
But then
That's funny.
I remember when I first heard about Jasper was in 2015 or 16.
Right.
It was like a new thing, right? So
Right.
people were testing it. Other agency owner told me how it's working, what is not working for them, and we were not that big yet to be able to afford softwares like that. So
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's expensive, yeah. It's
Yeah.
more money.
Yeah.
Because you pay per words. You don't just pay for like a membership.
Right. How do you hire these people? Because you say you hire young generation. 'Cause it must be a little bit different how we hire, because this is you're hiring talent, right? How do you hire? How do you know it's the right people to hire? And how do you fire them once you know they're not the right people?
The one is the hardest, right?
Yeah.
Remember what Trump said: you have to hire somebody. The first thing about firing them, but it's very hard in now business, right? So
yeah, because you guys do hire for creative people. You guys hire like different type of people. It's not just any people, and they have to perform.
yes.
Right, and then some things are remote. How do you know like they're going to be the right people? They're going to be staying on task. They're going to be productive. The return of investment, right? So
we got lucky that we have a waiting list, right, for people to work for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have waiting list.
Yeah.
We get 10 times more job applications as we get leads from customers.
Yeah.
And all organic.
Yeah.
Right.
All organic.
All
Wow.
organic. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't.
Is there something you do that you post on your website? That
We post on the
that's how
website.
you
We
do
integrate with the Google Jobs, so it shows on the Google Jobs.
Yeah.
So we get a lot of resumes.
Yeah.
And how we put a process together is internships, right? Internships. The youngsters, where they don't really know what they want yet, and they need experiences, and we offer paid and unpaid internships.
Mm-hmm.
So we have unpaid internships where we just compensate them for lunch, transportation.
Is that legal? Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's legal. Yeah, because we provide training. It's not legal if you're doing it full time.
Yeah,
but we have like 5 hours for 3 times per week max. This is a cap hours, how many hours somebody can work for you for free for in the States. Right?
Yeah, so maybe like 4 or 5 hours and see how they're doing.
Yeah,
and then just do an assessment. And if they have potential or they're like good at what they're doing, then that's when you hire them.
Yeah, we give them a lot of different tasks.
Yeah,
we give them tasks like write a blog, do the social media post, find the competitors, do this, and then we see how they are. So we offer these internships like in a program of 3 months, so they can get like a little certificate that they've been 3 months in an internship. It helps them. Their main hook for them to go internship with us is to put in a resume. I was intern at Website Depot. I was there 3 months.
And I did this,
that. They balloon their resume.
Yeah. And then you can also give them a recommendation letter. They're helping you. You're helping them. It's a win-win.
And I think here is a successful story, right? We have people working for NASA. Mm-hmm. They were working for us.
Yeah.
People working for Facebook. People working for Google. They used to work for us.
Wow.
So we got a good talent, and we train them and help them out. But if they're good, then we put them in, and we can afford them, right? Because we can be hiring people every day.
You can,
we want to have good people with the company a long time so they can learn everything. Yeah. But those newer ones, we have so much procedures in place that by the time that somebody is already interning with us 6-9 months, we might have a job opening for them.
Yeah. So you never just hire. You always do an internship, always, and then from there you take them to the full position.
Yeah, I try to avoid direct hiring from the entry level positions, and then
What was the other one you said in about the internship or part time, or how do you hire the other one?
part time.
Part time.
Part
So
time
you hire them part time first,
first, yes,
and
or
then
project based.
project. What is that? What does that
Let's
mean?
say if I need a new guy for Google Ads, right?
Right.
I'm not gonna start with an intern because I'm gonna end up doing everything myself.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have like challenging accounts. Like I
Mm-hmm.
have 2 or 3 accounts, and I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, work on those 2 3 accounts. Here is a fee. Let me see what you can do. And then
Mm-hmm.
I monitor them, right? What they're doing. If I like what they're doing, then what, we can do this full time. Or how you want to go about it.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's hard to get somebody. Like I tried,
Mm-hmm.
and in my industry, because people lie so much in resumes,
They do.
and in job interview is not enough time
Nope.
for somebody to show you what they know on the Facebook, what they know in the Instagram, how much money have they spent advertising, right? So we had bad experiences hiring those people, and then you would give them Photoshop to do, or tell them, hey, take this logo out of the background, and it takes them 4 hours
Wow.
because they've never done it
They
before.
never done it. Yeah.
But on resume, they're like, hey, I'm Adobe Photoshop 10.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you know? How to
Because they probably do it once, and they're not experts. They
They're
did
not-
it. They did it
Yeah,
once, but
yeah.
it's not. That doesn't mean they're experts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An internship, Google intensifies us at the beginning because we are Google certified partner, right? They offer the training, they offer the seminars, they connect us with other agency owners. I was really lucky to be one of the agencies chosen to be on a gathering with all Latin Americas.
Oh wow! Really?
Google partners, yeah.
Wow.
So I got to meet all the agency owners in Mexico.
Yeah. How does that went?
That was really like that was like when you see something in a movie and the corporation pays for a big yacht.
Yeah.
With the cooks on the yacht and open bar drinks.
Yeah.
That's what Google does. That's what really happens.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, you're very impressed. But it's you know why? Because we don't get paid by Google. We get paid by customers.
Yeah.
For spending money on Google.
Yeah.
So and Google wants us to be happy with them, right? So
Yeah.
and they were the one that doing those internships. They
Wow.
have the internships, offering for the agencies, and they invite us every 2 months to the San Francisco, meet our interns.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of those interviews too, right? So, and then I was like, okay, if Google is doing it for Google advertising, you can do it for everything else. You can do it for Facebook advertising, you can do it for website building,
That's a great idea. Maybe in the future I can start doing that too.
Yeah, internships, I like internships.
Yeah, and how do you fire them? Like in the internship, or it's just
Internship is 3 months.
3 months? That's
So
it.
3 months they
They
need to
can
go.
quit, or you can let them go.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
We tell them we have a step in the first 5 days. We give them an option to just walk away. If you don't like if you thought you're gonna now learn how to backend program in 3 months, you're gonna learn that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you're gonna learn social media posts. You're gonna learn graphic. Like we
Graphic
show them.
design. Yeah.
If you take it in 5 days, this is now your 3 months period training. Those hours. If we see that you're good at something, we might give you a work from home, and we pay that bonus.
Yeah.
Working from home, you're gonna, Photoshop those 50 photos or whatever, right?
Yeah.
This bulk of tasks you can do from home.
That's
And then
amazing.
after 3 months, they know that it's over. They get certificate, and then they ask, do you want to extend it? Do you want to do 2 more months? Do you want to do another 3 months? Like, they have questions. How do you want to move? And then firing people. I mean, this is the hardest thing because, the people I built long-term relationships. So
Right.
we don't really have a lot of people that are not with us for a long time.
Yeah.
An average, like a manager's work with Website Depot is maybe like 5-6 years with a company.
Yeah.
It's like 4 times more the average for Facebook and Google.
Yeah.
And our customers like that, right? They like that, there is
They see the same people.
working. They're not changing too much. So with those people, it's harder. We try to, give them a warnings.
Mhm.
Send them home for a week.
Mhm.
Suspend the pay for 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Give them, change them to the different department and see. You give them a second chance. Are they gonna get back they were at? If not, then terminating them. Basically, based on
Performance.
the performance and California labor law, right? We do give the people write-ups,
Right.
For not being on time, for not listening what customer was saying to
So
do.
you document everything and then let them
Document
go.
everything, and then when we have to terminate, we just say, look, it was too many write-ups.
You're like, you're fired.
You're
Nah,
fired.
just kidding. Get off my side. Nah, just kidding.
I did that once in Slovenia when I was 24 years old, and and I got very bad experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told the guy, you're fired right now, and he didn't want to get out.
He's like, no, I'm not leaving. I'm staying.
I'm staying.
That's crazy. No, it's hard to fire. I mean, you get used to it. Like the way we fire people, it's the same thing that you're doing. We do verbal warnings, benefit of the doubt. Then we go first verbal, first write up, second write up, improvement plan, and then that's it. You're done.
Yeah, that's a good procedure.
Yeah, but you want to fire fast. But in the social media platform, it's a little bit different because everything's different. Everything's different. But like, let me ask you this: like, I know you have all these people, like all these employees, over 100 employees. How do you manage all these employees? Do you have like a CMO or someone that is under you? Because you must be very busy, right? So how do you keep all your people aligned? And who does all the brainstorming when you're not there?
So we have like groups, right?
Yeah.
By the department. So people that build websites, they are more introverted people,
Yeah.
introverted. So they don't need that much supervision.
Right.
You look at their screen. Like we can at any time we can see everybody's screen.
Mm.
So if
really? Wow.
Yeah, we can just go and see what is this guy doing, and we know if he's working what he's supposed to be working
right away,
or needs to be told, hey, you're working what you're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah. If he's playing games or watching Netflix, you're like, yeah, we know, we know what you're doing.
We know right away.
Yeah.
If they're on their cell phone, if they're not working, the software is already operated with the AI, so it already says, hey, you're not working, you're not gonna get paid for it.
Yeah.
You were just sitting at a table. So we don't have to manage that too much. But like those groups, let's say there's a lot of writers, there is a lot of graphic designers, right? Graphic designers, they would report to the creative director with their work, what they've created, and they would evaluate, was this enough? Was this within what customers wanted? What was the customer's feedback, right? And for me, I put a lot of supervision of the tasks on my own customers, right? Making sure customers are the one judging the work, right?
Like doing the feedback. Yeah.
Because if I say, oh, this is amazing, looks good, and then customer says, I don't like it, it's not colored enough, it doesn't use our branding, it doesn't use our topography, then I'm like, look, this is customer's feedback, right? Obviously, you didn't do it right.
Yeah.
So now with the
it's all about the customer experience, 100%.
Yeah. We are very, customers tailored, because business owners, they like to make decisions.
Yeah.
Like how their website is gonna look, how their logo is gonna look.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to just trust another company to do everything on their own, right? They want to have say so, and this helps with the supervision. With majority of let's say programmers that program, or writers that write, the system is in place that from everybody there is demand, like that many customers you are working with, that much you have to write for the month.
So you have it down to the nitty gritty.
Nitty gritty, basically. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. How do you choose your chief marketing officer?
Basically, based on
and how do you keep them aligned? Because I don't have one. Yeah.
I mean, we look from our perspective a bit differently, because this is our business, right? Just like you have your business, you look at everything different.
Everything's different, yeah.
But the way that we make those decisions is basically who shows the most interest, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I would like to participate in this role, to carry the brand, to show, and if they have this will. This is a very big plus for us to say, hey, you're going to be responsible for website digital marketing process. Otherwise, if we were to have to hire somebody or to find somebody to be, let's say, chief of marketing for the corporation, we would most likely look at their discipline, routine, and working with the team, because there is so many people involved, right, in those little particles. That if somebody knows how to do everything, but doesn't know how to work with a team, it's
They
not
have
a
to
good.
be team workers,
Yeah, it
100%.
has to be a team worker.
Yeah.
So we have a couple that were not the team workers, but they did a very good job, and they could do everything themselves.
Yeah.
Change the website, do the blog post, run the Facebook ad, run the Google ad, right? Kind of a like head that fits all all the heads, but it didn't work out best. Better the ones that are team oriented. They know that the team can produce the biggest quality together than just one subject. Putting everything on their own back.
Yeah, no, 100%. On the side note, what do you think about Yelp, like Yelp marketing? Because I do Yelp marketing. I invest about $8,000 to $10,000 a month, and that was going great for the past 3 years. But I just recently noticed that Yelp changed their thing. They throw out that message to like 10 different companies. So what do you think about Yelp versus Google ads, Facebook ads, and then now I see that it's trending. I don't know, we're gonna try it, but TikTok ads, like in Instagram ads. What's the difference between all these ads?
Yes.
And what's the best? What works best in your opinion?
I mean, everything works on its own way, right? I think for the advertiser,
Yeah.
not to and competition, right?
Yeah.
For you not to let other people get paying jobs from Yelp, you have to be on Yelp.
I have to be on Yelp. Yeah.
Because if you're not going to be there, some other painter is going to get the jobs that could be your jobs. So now you're giving money to the competition.
Yeah. So you want to be on Yelp regardless.
You want to be on Yelp, but here is a catch, right?
Yeah.
Yelp is well known that their marketing advertising platform is what do you want to pay? 5,000, 10,000, 15,000.
Yeah.
No matter how much you pay, Yelp takes that money.
Yeah.
If I tell Google, hey Google, I'll pay $10,000 monthly budget for this campaign, and if there won't be clicks for $10,000, Google's not going to charge me $10,000.
Right.
Yelp will always charge me $10,000. That's the first very big difference.
That's catchy.
That's very catchy.
And greedy.
So exactly. But that means there is a limitation, right?
Yeah.
So if you know the right number with the Yelp, like I know my number. My number for LA, for I want to get like 1 or 2 website projects here and there is like $700-800 a month.
Yeah.
If I go to like $1,500 or $2,000 on Yelp, I'm gonna start getting leads for logo design. I'm gonna start getting leads for business cards, flyers, everything.
Yeah.
More what I'm needed, and because there won't be enough leads for $700-800. So Yelp is always gonna push whatever they can just to collect their money.
Yeah, the entire whatever you spend.
Entire budget.
Yeah, spending budget.
Google is better than Yelp, I think, primarily because Google is on everybody's device.
Yeah.
Right. One or another way.
Everybody.
Yeah. People are searching. Either they have Android. If they have iPhones, then they have Google Search, Google Maps. Right. So Google is on more devices than Yelp.
Yep.
Google is cheaper than Yelp.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And has more user database.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get more random clicks and calls from Google than you can expect from Yelp. And some businesses have already said, let's say like my pizza guy and others, like with different businesses than ours.
Yeah.
They would say, I don't like Yelp. Or, why don't you like Yelp? People that come, they want to write me bad review, then they want a pizza for free, they want a this, they want a that. They're like, hey, I'm from Yelp. You know who I am? I'm like, I know who you are, but look, I have this business for 15 years.
Yeah.
You don't like my $30 pizza, then and you're gonna complain that it's too expensive, then don't even come in here.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy. Yeah. No, it is. Yeah.
Some people say that Yelp is mafia. When they didn't continue advertising or spending big money with them, they removed their good reviews. They did all of that stuff. I think Yelp is finding themselves.
Yeah.
When I stopped liking Yelp.
But Yelp, did they change or has it always been the same?
No, they changed.
They changed, right?
They changed the most. They changed 4 years ago, right when COVID started. They changed the most because they were like, why are we giving free business to businesses? We can charge it.
Right.
So it used to be 1 or 2 ads on the top.
Yeah.
Now it's 10 ads on the top. So now when somebody is searching and doesn't understand the Yelp change, you think, oh, I'm looking at the top results.
Yeah.
No, you're looking just at advertisers. The number 1 result is actually number 11.
But he's not paying.
It's not paid. It's free.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yelp start charging.
So his job is charging 10 contractors?
Yeah.
But he's sending it just to one customer. That's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why Google's better.
Google is better.
Yeah.
Google is not going to share leads with you like that. I know that Home Advisor was good for some contractors. I know the company that started from $0
You do, yeah.
in February to 3 million
Wow.
by end of the April in 60 days
Yeah.
with only Home Advisor.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, they spend like $50,000 to $80,000 of leads, and they knew they're gonna be sharing leads with other people. They put the best salespeople. It was a Armenian company, best salespeople on the sales, and they were selling those roofs, like 2 to 3 roofs per day. They were selling.
Yeah, because I know Home Advisor we did, and it's really expensive, and they share the leads, but they tell you up front, and it's only 3. But now Yelp is kind of shitty,
Yeah.
and shady, and they're not telling you they're sharing 10 leads. I'm not telling you to 10, 10 contractors to a customer, and it's good to know. You know, maybe I just continue with Yelp, same budget, but stay on it, answer fast respond, continue getting business, but still invest on Google as well. How much would you be thinking that it's a good budget that we can invest there?
In Google,
Because right now we're doing like 5,000.
For Google, you have more room. Let's see what you're gonna get for 5. But Google, you can go easy to like 10, 15, because Google has Google Maps. It has remarketing, where you can have all the people that already came from social media. They can now watch your YouTube
And
videos.
Yelp doesn't have that.
Yelp doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Google owns YouTube.
Yeah.
So, and Google has a contract with like 2.5 million websites to be partners. Let's say if you want to put Google ads on your website, you can apply to be a partner, and Google shares revenues.
Yeah.
67% for you and 33% for Google. So now you can place your ads on all other people's websites, right? If you have a cookie from somebody that saw your Facebook ad, click on your ad, and
so like a little banner following them.
You're following them
everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere, yeah. In every black site.
In every black site. Social media, on the other hand, let's say TikTok. I think TikTok is very good.
Yeah.
But it's catchy. But it's very good.
Yeah. Well, why is it good?
Because it's new. It's not enough people advertising on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have rules like a Google has and Facebook.
Yeah. What type of rules though?
Certain people can advertise certain things. That's too sexual. That's illegal.
Yeah.
That's not legal in all the states. TikTok doesn't go like that, right? Yeah. People, like a lot of my cannabis businesses, they utilize TikTok more than Instagram, Facebook, because they have specific rules how to be in Instagram. On Instagram profile page, you have to say nothing for sale.
Yeah.
If it doesn't say nothing for sale, the Instagram shuts down their account.
Yeah.
But a legal cannabis dispensary store in LA with making 5-10 million a year.
Wow.
And TikTok is so new. When something is new in an advertising perspective, the algorithm is very easy to manipulate, right? To manipulate. The only problem with the TikTok is that you need to have a good ad, right? You can't advertise a banner on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
It has to be video. It has to be
a good video.
TikTok video,
like a commercial video.
Video.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of brands are testing it, trying it. But I have good experiences. I have experience with the shop, retail shop in Little Tokyo.
Yeah.
They were about to collapse, and my friend asked me what to do. I told her, look, do the TikTok.
Yeah.
You are doing Instagram, everything else. Try TikTok, and TikTok's safe for business. So
you think TikTok would be good to do some boost and to do some ads, and maybe to do a shopping there? You think that's a good idea there?
Because you have an established team, it's a good idea for you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if people have options, it's always better to advertise where intention is, right? If my car breaks down, I'm gonna go to the maps, I'm repair near me, or things like that nature. I'm gonna now go on TikTok and start finding.
You're not gonna go on TikTok, yeah.
But if I have a good team and I have a good business module like yours, then that's a great idea, because you have a team in place, you have a marketing team in place. So if somebody comes from TikTok, comes to your pool, they're looking for painters. Now and you can put them in your pool and advertising them on other platform cheaper. It's like a wholesale traffic and retail.
And it's cheaper because it's new and there's more people and they're gonna push your thing even further.
Yes.
What about Instagram and Facebook?
Instagram and Facebook are good.
Because they're together, right?
They're together. Yeah. Zuckerberg owns both, and Threads too. Right now.
Oh, as well, yeah.
Yeah, so
I saw they're putting that thing on the top on Instagram.
Yeah. The reason is because if the government shuts down the TikTok, then who's gonna replace the TikTok is Threads. That's why they have it. They have
That's the reason
they have
behind
backup
it.
ready.
I was asking my assistant, "What is this?" I don't know. And we pressed and we said threads. It took us to another site.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to be TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it works very well. There is a lot of hacks that I discovered. If you create 4 campaigns,
Yeah.
4 same ads, same budget, same everything the same.
Yeah.
One's gonna do good, two's gonna do bad, and one's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
It's always the same.
It's always the same. Yeah.
So if you have a habit to create one campaign and you're like, hey, it works, okay. Then you create another one a month later, hey, it's not working.
Why does that happen though?
Because the Facebook, the algorithm, it's a kind of like a roulette. They give you pool of people, right? It gives you what's your budget? Oh, my budget is $50, whatever.
Right.
Oh, bigger pool, right?
Right.
So with bigger pool of people you get, sometimes that pool of people that Facebook thought you want to get after is really bad pool of people, and you don't get any conversions. Sometimes there is a good pool of people, and your organic social media is also helping your advertising, right? Sometimes you have those unicorn studies.
Yeah.
If let's say 5-6 people would organically like the post or like your ad and comment on it, that ad will do maybe 10 times better.
Wow.
Because you put more fire on it at the beginning.
There's more attention, more engagement.
But if people have a bad sales teams, right? Because I have Facebook campaigns, people will get hundreds of leads.
Yeah.
Right? Leads, but no conversions.
Yeah.
Because it's harder to convert Facebook leads if you don't really nurture it, work on it, email them, calling them, messaging them, right? You need to interact with them.
To be on it. Email message, video message, email, phone call, voicemail.
If you reply on a Facebook lead like a day late and you tell somebody, you gave me a lead, you want to get a quote on painting, is like, I don't remember being anywhere. You know what I mean?
That's what they do, yeah.
Because you've been scrolling 6 hours, imagine.
Yeah, they already saw a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, they already seen Taylor Swift breaking up after your ad.
That's crazy. Hey, I wanted to ask you, I have a bunch of questions, but I want to ask you this. What do you think about business branding versus personal branding in the business aspect? Because what I noticed, let me tell you this. The business, the Just Right Painting business, we started the Instagram about 6 years ago. We only have like 1,000 followers or so, a little bit of engagement. But then I started the personal social media branding, and it's been like 8 weeks. And we have a lot more engagement, a lot more followers, a lot more things going on. What do you think is best? Like focus on the personal, focus on the business, focus on both? And where can I push my business more for conversions?
I think personal business, social media performance is very important because people like to know who they're giving money to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's say we all know who Walmart was, right?
Yeah.
And we still go to Walmart.
Yeah.
Right, because of Walmart. Because of the guy that started these shops and make them so big and make them the number one company that employs more than 2 million employees around the world, right? So I think when business owners can overachieve, their branding is more important than a company branding, they will get more out of it. Because in reality, more people, you see, like I might not need the painting service today.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to follow painting company necessarily today, right?
Yeah.
But if I see, like you, a good-looking, successful gentleman, cleaned up, shaved, all that, ready to roll, successful with a team, with people that he takes care of monthly, checks and families, then I'm like, okay, this guy is legitimate. This guy is real. I don't need any more proof.
Yeah.
I don't even need to go check he has a bond and license because he has everything.
Yeah.
I trust this guy. And if I follow you, because I want to maybe be one day like you or something, or I identify myself, or I'm inspired by you, or I like who you are, or, I think you're good looking or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Then I like you. And it's more
connections.
More connections that I'm going to like you. But that doesn't mean you're not going to get a business from me.
Yeah.
Maybe my business is coming 6 months from now, 9 months from now, 2 years from now.
Yeah.
but that little podcast that happened like 6 years ago that you've done under your name now can generate you a lot of revenues, because that's what happens. So I think owners um, like to hide behind the cameras. I think they have a lot of people know the answer that is better doing personally than business, but most people don't like going in front of cameras. They don't feel comfortable. They don't really feel the revenue in it yet, because it's not instant, money in my bank account. Now I'm going to start, spending. So for those reasons, they're avoiding it. But it's definitely better strategy to move, person behind the doors in the front, so other people can identify with. They know who are they paying the bill for end of the day, and who is the decision maker, and everybody likes that. If your estimator comes and they say, hey, I follow your boss Jonathan on Instagram, hey, whoa, this is automatically like, hey, you're not just like a regular customer. You know my boss. You know Jonathan. He employs hundreds of people. Then I better be here the way I need to be, because I guess you can just direct message Jonathan. Look at Elon Musk.
I mean, that's a good point.
Elon Musk is. We spoke to Bezos. Like, my developers spoke via email to Jeff Bezos.
Wow.
Because they have issues on Amazon servers.
Right.
And a lot of people talk to Elon Musk now too, because they have questions. You can talk to Elon Musk directly to the social media. And look at him. You think he was able to buy Twitter without him being a brand as a name? He's a brand. He comes to my country, like Slovenia, they roll him a red carpet. They think like, hey, this is a genius. This is Jesus walking.
No, true, 100%.
That's how they see it. So I think now for the business, you need to have social media presence. You have to have portfolio. Because if now you
so it's not even an option. You have to. You have to. For everybody.
For everybody. Because look, you're buying Yelp leads. Now I'm on Yelp. I'm on Instagram. Let me go see. Look at Jonathan. Look, they have vans, they have T-shirts, they have hats. Look, they work for Costco, they work for UCLA, USC. I want to work for them. They work for legitimate companies. I want to work with this company right away. If I go to Instagram, there's like 5 posts. There's like 5 people liking, 10 followers, 5 people. Oh, this guy just started a business. He just built a website.
Right away.
Right away.
You
need that, right? You need that to get the more leads and get more customers. But personal is definitely a better strategy for all the businesses.
So just for the audience, if you're thinking about building a personal social media, you have to get on it now, because then you're going to stay behind. Let's get it. Hey, no, but...
And I recommend to have 2.
Have 2.
2 accounts.
2 personal media accounts.
Always.
Why?
Look, I have it, right? I need to have it because I still wanna know how people react and interact on a social media account. That I'm just Danny from high school, college, whatever, moved out of the country. This is me. Those are my schoolmates. And I observe and I learn how they interact. What do you do? And that's my business, Danny, when I do all my business moves. So I don't want the business or to interact with that personal touch that I have. So I distinguish.
So in that person, you only have family and friends? Is that
family
what it is?
Friends.
That's it?
That's it.
And then the other one, you have all the business and like basically the day in the life of Danny Starr.
Danny Starr.
Wow.
I
didn't thought about that, but maybe I have to open another account.
I have, and a lot of my customers have 2 too.
But how does that work with the Instagram? Do they let you do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people got robbed.
But do you do an Instagram? Like, do the person? Because right now we're posting in all the social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. Do you do another account for every single one of the site, or just like whatever you use?
Whatever you use the most.
The most, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's say if you're building like Instagram page right now for yourself, right? Then you would have to have like your other Instagram when you have all the relatives and you only have like a very small people, pool. Do you just see whatever you want to see, or however you want to break it down? Because people want to have options, right? And maybe I said too little, right? A lot of influencers and a lot of, like Mr. Beast, he has, 27 YouTube channels. You know what I mean?
It does. Spanish, English, he has all these channels.
All those channels, channel just for playing video games, channel just for this, channel just for that, because he's breaking it down, right? So more is always better because he's giving you an option. If you're going to the barbecue right now and you don't want the whole world to know you're having barbecue with your family, but you want to post it, why not? Because you want to show whatever.
That's a good point. Yeah, 100%.
Or how a lot of people like to say, "Hey, I'm at a party, I'm driving my G-Wagon," and then people start robbing them.
Yeah,
those people have multiple accounts too, so their branding account doesn't post, "This is happening now. I'm eating right now at this restaurant. Come rob me."
Yeah,
it's more like, "This is what happened.
I'm
today."
here. Yeah, yeah. No, 100%. I'm gonna start my other personal, for sure. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you just one more thing. What do you think about organic content? Organic content, and how do you about organic content and then boosting content? Like when you pay, what's better? Like, is it better to do both? Is it better to just do organic, or how do you go, or how do you grow the fastest? Like, 'cause I want to grow faster than slower, right? So
Yeah.
I want to know how to grow faster. Is it just posting every single day? Is it posting just with the hook, and then doing something like different, or just boosting the post, or how do we do it, or how many times do we post a day?
Um, uh, Look, like big brands, like big fashion brands that I was at their social media brainstorming events.
Yeah.
They do 5 posts a day.
Yeah.
And they have rules.
Yeah.
Post people,
Okay.
post food, post product, or whatever you have going on. Post something, motivational, and then post places, or customer testimonials or whatever.
So you do different types of posts.
Yeah. So they have rules, right? Because you see, the most people like food.
Yeah.
People like good-looking people.
Right.
People also like cars, but not that many, right? Not
Right.
not everybody likes cars necessarily, right? So,
Right.
but food everybody likes. 'Cause
Everybody likes
needs to
food.
eat.
Yeah.
So they have figured it out that to intensify and get more people reaction, right? I want to know what you ate yesterday.
Yeah.
Because maybe I haven't eaten it before.
Yeah.
And I want to know why you look so sharp. What is his diet, and now I'm gonna start eating the same thing you're eating.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna attract me.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like paying and organic content and stuff, I think it's like, if you don't pay for boosting the post,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then you don't get extra exposure,
Mm-hmm.
right?
But that's not like buying followers, right? Just boosting the post.
Boosting the post, yeah.
It's good. It's not buying followers.
It's not buying followers.
Cool.
And a lot of people are not buying followers or buying likes. How influencers building their accounts?
Mm-hmm.
It's very easy.
Yeah.
They use Telegram groups, right? Telegram groups is a groups like, hey, a Facebook group, like 2 posts and we'll give you 50 likes back. So they go to those Telegram groups and they sign up and they go and they like everything they need to like. They get the credits, and then the people from that groups, Telegram groups, they like their credits. And then all of a sudden you see their post, 1,000 likes, 20 comments. You're like, okay, this is a good influencer, right?
Yeah.
Every post they do, they get 1,000 likes and a couple of dozens of comments. All that is ballooned up.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
In order for you to trick the algorithm the proper way, right? What can one person do is basically either you pay for collaboration and influencing, right? You get influence over the Telegram or something, or you actually collaborate and influence with somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
If, let's say, me and you post each other's picture on our social media account and together holding hands,
Right.
my followers will become your followers,
Yeah.
some of them, and some of your followers will become my followers.
Right.
So those are the best that work, for the brands. Giveaways.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say if you want to give away scholarship, or you want to do somebody internship, 90 days internship for Just Right Painting or whatever.
Yeah.
And advertise that, boost that, and get everybody excited.
Yeah.
Right? All the painters that want to get better careers, they're going to all sign up for your giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have all the database, all the likes, and all going to be in your pool.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of brands do that. Like when you do the giveaway and you tell people, like me on Instagram, sign up for my newsletter.
Yeah.
Like they give them all the rules. Don't complicate too much, right? But just a little bit so you get a hook, and this works the best. And I was the most impressed with I don't know by heart the name. I'm going to tell you after, but there was an influencer.
Yeah.
She used to be one of those fitness models on morning TV. When back in the day, people do fitness in the TV. Like, yeah, she was one of those. So my client worked with them,
Yeah.
and they wanted to hire her to
Right.
be influencer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she says, "I just want 15%
Yeah.
of whatever we're gonna sell through my email."
Right.
And they're like, "Yeah, she's not gonna post on Instagram or Facebook. She's just gonna charge us commission on the email."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "How many emails the lady has?" 450,000
What the hell?
emails.
Damn. Damn.
Of her customers.
Yeah. If you sell it just $1 each.
She sent one email. With that one email, my customer paid her $1.3 million commission because they were selling sauna.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of her own database. And
Mhm.
you know how she built this database? With these procedures, right? Like sign up for my fitness ebook or my recipe for my shakes I'm drinking. Give me your email. You need to get something from your followers, right? So she knew it. She was getting the emails. And now any brand she goes to, she makes the rules because she knows her revenues on her influence is going to be immediate. That's not like maybe later next. They sold out those saunas that year when she was working with them.
You're making me think now differently. So we need to create a different type of newsletter, sending out information about different things, like helping people. But in order to get more, obviously, emails, phone numbers, and we can use that. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm getting ideas. I'm getting ideas.
You have so much
here.
information, and your information is so valuable, right? If you tell everybody in LA, look, if your rental property hasn't been painted in that many years, the landlord is not going by this and this code, like all those rules, right? So imagine people. There is a lot of information that you can teach people that they will want to follow your.
We're already doing it, but if you do it more purposely and do it more often, like you said, and then have links to it so people can sign up, that's 100% better. But just going back to the social media posting, so you say you post intentionally 5 posts a day, and what people do the most. So basically, on top of my head, I have a gym because everybody wants to know how to work out. People don't know how to work out, and they don't want to pay $60, $70 an hour for a trainer. So maybe workout videos, food everybody likes, and I don't know what else, but like come up with something that everybody likes, and then just post it and boost it, right? And boost it and collaborate with people. So this is where you're getting more attention. And on top of that, you can have those links to capture all these emails, information, and then down the road you can sell anything to them.
Yes.
Wow.
And start creating.
That's detail.
Yes.
Yeah.
And start creating little hooks.
Yeah.
Like little hooks.
How do you create a hook? Or what's a hook?
The easiest old school hook is ebook. Right? That's very easy. You can get ebook done in like a couple days, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you just tell somebody, your assistant, somebody, like your basic things.
Yeah.
Like an ebook, let's say, for example, the paints and how paints are affecting health, and which paints are pro cancer, which paints are against, like things like that nature. Something
I love it.
That will be valuable.
You love it.
And people would then, you would tell them, you get my ebook.
Yeah.
Give me your email. Sign up for my email. Let's say if you want to take this business nationwide one day.
Yep.
And you want to start interacting with all painting company like yours that are doing numbers like you're doing, like 6 digits plus.
Yeah.
You could give them like a estimator ebook, like
free training, free webinar, free estimating training,
something like that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And then that becomes a good hit. And then collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to paint Taylor Swift's house right now, right? Like my client, the tree service guy, he did her backyard.
Yeah,
he's busy now.
Yeah,
he doesn't even answer my phone calls anymore.
I don't want to hear that anymore. So I'm super booked.
Collaborations. Maybe finding solutions for graffiti. Like let's say LA has a big trouble with graffiti.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be dealing with them properly, right?
Yeah.
Then with your new services that you provide, right? Like explaining people, what is a floor over 2024, in the future, how the floor is going to be, dealt with, to be better for the human life, and all of that stuff that you have information.
So basically, just come up with some pain points, and then have the solution so they can click on that link, and then you get their emails. And I'm gonna start doing it. I'm an action taker, so I'll probably do
Yeah.
something for the painting, like you said, something maybe like an ebook about information or webinar or training,
Or invent
and
your
then I'll
own
do
brush.
something for the person or a brush or something or a
Invent your own
giveaway,
brush.
like you said, like a
Yeah.
giveaway. You want a brush for free? Boom.
I know the customer that was trying to do something with the beauty.
Yeah.
And they made their own like a makeup line and stuff like that, and they had um, they were like studying
Mm-hmm.
the materials
Yep.
that fake eyelashes were made,
Mm-hmm.
the glue and all that stuff, and they made the new line called magnetic,
Magnetic. Yeah.
and they put the name on it and all that stuff. So that's those are options on the table when you are mastering your business.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of create something, right?
Yeah.
My
Mhm.
wheel guy, he created his own wheels.
Wow.
Yeah, his own wheels. He started selling wheels from the garage.
Yeah.
Young salesman. He opened the wheel wholesale on San Fernando, and now he manufactures his own wheels.
Yeah.
He sells 10 containers per year,
It's amazing.
and now his wheel is on Ferraris, on Mercedes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all over the place.
it's all over the place. He manages his own social media. He got to 250,000 followers
In no time.
in no time, and he was it was very good story. He was at
Yeah.
the Ford Mustang annual union with the Ford headquarters.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the CMO of Ford comes to him and says, "Sir, how much did you pay all those Mustangs
Yeah. Yeah.
to have your name on
Yeah.
a windshield, your license plate frame, and guys are wearing your sunglasses?" And he goes to him, he's like, $0. He's like, sunglasses I order for $2 a
Yeah.
piece. I get boxes from China.
Yeah.
The plates I order from China too, and the stickers I get them in Glendale.
Yeah. Yeah.
They love me. They
Yeah.
love the brand.
Yeah.
So they love it so much. They put on the Ford Mustang his
Yeah.
wheel brand company on a windshield, and they're advertising. The guy couldn't believe
Yeah.
that will be free, and people will be so excited, to do that. And the reason that such a big excitement happened because he went to these groups,
Mm-hmm.
enthusiasts, and talk to them right through the forums and say, "Hey, I'm going to start my wheel company. I'm making the logo. What colors you guys want? This, that." So he was community raising information, right?
Yeah.
To get to that level to create his own wheel, and his own wheel is now so good that is looking so nice on the fancy car. So
Right.
he's the sky is the limit.
Yeah.
And I told that guy, I said, the best content that you can always have is a user generated content.
Right. But that's the power of the social media, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it does.
If you can have your users
Yeah.
generate content for you, let's say my lady that sells clothes.
Yeah.
She said, she put on a website, she said, "Hey, Danny, build me weekly posh section on my homepage."
Yeah.
For what? Oh, I'm gonna select randomly from pictures we get every day in an email a girl that's gonna be 1 week on my website.
Yeah.
And every week I'm gonna change that girl for 1 week. Her
Wow.
Instagram went from 120,000 followers to 1 point something million followers.
Wow.
And her business went for 600,000 a month to $1.5 million a month. Like
Get
that.
that. Yeah. That's crazy.
User generated content. Because she now told the girls, take a picture, you're gonna be featured here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And every girl's, I wanna be on this website.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of attention.
A lot of attention.
Man, Danny, it was great having you. I feel like we just touched the surface. I mean, I know we went over an hour. It felt like 5 minutes. I know. I mean, if you have time when you're around the area, we can have you back to pick your brain again. But I mean,
always my pleasure seeing you. You know that.
Amazing you being here. Thank you for taking the time. And for the audience, please follow Danny Starr in all social media platforms. Can you throw all your social medias there?
Yes, Danny Starr CEO and Danny Starr SEO. And Website Depot, please follow, ask us questions. Thank you, Jonathan, for having us, for being valued client of ours, for all the trust. And this is a dream come true, seeing entrepreneurs being successful, moving the needle, and making myself better. Right now, I have another story to share, experience to have in my life. It wouldn't be possible without you, Jonathan. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here. And please, everybody, please stay tuned and please subscribe. Peace out.
Subscribe.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.